What if events went differently and Randy Orton saved Anakin Skywalker in Star Wars Revenge of the Sith? Welcome back, my fellow watchers of the multiverse, to MemeThePart, a brand new spin-off series where we take some of the most crazy ideas and turn them into something absolutely insane here on the YouTube channel. So this was highly requested by our co-manager here, Zachary Stonebreaker, where that's my problem, and I am genuinely shocked. I'm genuinely shocked that this video was locked in one of the live streams. We do different live stream requests where we take your requests, and sometimes you can lock in a idea. So again, I do want to give a massive shout out to Where That's My Problem for locking this idea in the live stream and specifically helping me create this brand new series, because we've had some very interesting series and we've talked about some stupid ideas, and I don't want to say that this is a stupid idea, but it's a very out there idea. So again, welcome to the MissedThePart YouTube channel, and again, hopefully that this video is something for you. So that being said, let's dive into the brand new episode. The smell of sulfur burned in the air. Mustafar seethed beneath their feet, its molten rivers glowing with hatred, as if the planet itself wept for what was about to happen. Anakin Skywalker, dark-eyed and burning with betrayal, glared across the smoldering hill toward his old master. Obi-Wan Kenobi stood poised atop a blackened slope. Saber ignited, his breath heavy. Ash fell like snow between them. "It's over, Anakin," Obi-Wan shouted. "I have the high ground." Anakin's lips curled. "You underestimate my power." Time seemed to slow. As the fated leap approached, a cosmic ripple shimmered behind the combatants, imperceptible at first, like a heat mirage. Then something broke through the very fabric of the Star Wars universe. Without warning, from behind a lava-covered rock formation, a human figure leapt out of the sky, arms outstretched, a look of pure predatory instinct across his face. RKO, out of nowhere. The sound of bodies colliding echoed like thunder across Mustafar. Randy Orton, inexplicably present in this galaxy far, far away, slammed Obi-Wan Kenobi down in a perfect wrestling arc, twisting the Jedi Master into the planet's volcanic crust. Kenobi let out a garbled breath as his body flopped to the blackened ground. In his last moments of consciousness, he murmured, "What was that?" Then his robes caught fire. Anakin stood at the edge of the ridge, mouth slightly agape, lightsaber deactivated, stunned, and not by Obi-Wan's defeat, but by how it happened. "Who are you?" he asked. Randy stood up slowly, brushing ash off his WWE trunks and giving the camera a smug glance. "I'm the Viper." "The what?" "Long story. Let's say I just saved your crispy ass." Anakin blinked. He wasn't sure if he was hallucinating. Mustafar's heat, Palpatine's dark teachings, and Obi-Wan's betrayal had already pushed his sanity to the brink. But this man in tight shorts and knee pads just saved his life. That was real enough. Randy turned to the edge of the lava field. Obi-Wan's burned robe drifted along the embers like a ghost, and his lightsaber sank into the river of fire. "Good riddance," Randy muttered. Suddenly, a distant whoosh sounded. A familiar shuttle descended from the smoky clouds. The unmistakable Imperial transport of Darth Sidious, sensing through the Force that something had gone wrong. As the shuttle landed and hissed open, Palpatine emerged, hood drawn, face shadowed in dark glee. "Lord Vader," he rasped, stepping through steam. "You've done well." He stopped. His Sith yellow eyes narrowed at the stranger standing beside Anakin. "Who is this?" he demanded. Anakin looked between the two of them. He was still panting, the pain of his choices heavy on his shoulders. "He's a friend." There are no friends in the dark side. Palpatine raised his hand, summoning dark energy into his fingertips, but Randy Orton had already moved, another RKO. Sidious was lifted and smashed into the lava-cracked stone with a bone-crunching crack. Anakin instinctively reached for his saber and plunged it into the Sith Lord's chest, finishing what the Viper started. Palpatine's final scream was swallowed by Mustafar's roars. The Sith were no more. Elsewhere, in a Republic listening station, a clone trooper sat at his console, confused by static. "Did you get that transmission?" he asked. Another trooper leaned over. "I think it said RKO. Back on Mustafar." Randy stood next to Anakin, staring at the bodies of two of the most powerful Jedi and Sith in the galaxy. "You're free now," he said. "No Jedi, no Sith. What comes next is up to you." "You could have let me die. Could have. But then who would I powerbomb through time and space with me next?" Anakin looked out toward the lava flow. For the first time since Padmé's collapse, he didn't feel like he was drowning. "We'll need a ship." "I know a guy," Randy smirked. As the two walked away from the smoldering ruins, Anakin turned back just once to the horizon. The dark side had lost, but something else had entered the galaxy now, and it wore knee pads. The galaxy was in flux. With Sidious dead and the Jedi Order in ruins, a vacuum opened wide, sucking in chaos, silence, and uncertainty. But on Mustafar, in the shadows of a crumbling future that never came to pass, a new alliance formed, one not built on prophecy, ancient texts, or political machinations, but on the back of a flying elbow drop and a burning need to rebel against destiny. Randy Orton and Anakin Skywalker stole Palpatine's ship and took off into hyperspace, heading nowhere in particular. That was the point. Inside the cockpit, Anakin sat hunched over a glowing star map, cloak draped across his shoulders. He was quiet, contemplative. No wheezing respirator, no Vader mask, no golden-eyed monster. Just a broken young man sitting beside a muscular, shirtless enigma who had body-slammed fate. Randy leaned back in the pilot's chair, chewing what looked like space gum. "So, this whole Chosen One thing, is it like a title? Or do you get a badge or something?" Anakin let out a dry chuckle. "I think I broke that prophecy when I choked my wife." Randy paused, blinked, and nodded slowly. "All right, dark. But maybe," Anakin sat up straighter, "maybe that future isn't locked in anymore." Suddenly, the ship's console pinged with a high-priority alert. Emperor dead, Republic collapsing, military fracture in progress. Clones across the galaxy were confused. The command structure was disintegrating. Without Sidious to coordinate, Order 66 fell apart halfway. Some Jedi were dead, others survived. Entire legions of troopers just stopped. Back on Coruscant, Mas Amedda tried to address the Senate. "The Emperor is no longer with us. We must remain calm. The Sith threat..." Boom. The Senate Hall's giant screen suddenly flickered. A new face appeared. Randy Orton, in full WWE promo mode. Standing shirtless, flexing, in front of the fallen Jedi Temple's charted ruins. "Citizens of the galaxy, you don't know me. I'm Randy Orton, and your old rules are broken. I'm here with Anakin Skywalker. And no, he's not Darth Vader anymore. He's not a Jedi. He's not a Sith. He's a man, just like me. A man who wanted to do the right thing, and was failed by your Republic and your Jedi Council. We're starting something new. No empires, no councils, just justice. And if you stand in our way," Randy turned to the camera and whispered, "you're gonna catch an RKO." The galaxy exploded into a frenzy. The HoloNet caught fire. The message went viral faster than a pod racer at Boonta Eve. Within days, memes were spreading across Outer Rim cantinas. V for Viper, RKO the Republic, and Skywalker Redemption Tour, 19 BBY. But not everyone was laughing. Deep in the unknown regions, the Sith Eternal stirred. They had long watched Sidious from the shadows, preparing for their rise. But now, his corpse was floating somewhere in Mustafar's magma flows, thanks to a shirtless man with no force sensitivity and an unusually strong neck. "This cannot stand," hissed one of the high priests. "Bring forth the weapon." Project Veterus. No, something older. Meanwhile, bounty hunters like Cad Bane, Dengar, and IG-88 were offered ungodly sums to track down the muscular human who choke-slammed the Emperor. Most laughed, most failed. Back in hyperspace, Randy and Anakin found themselves receiving fan mail and death threats in equal measure. Some Jedi reached out anonymously. Some clones begged for direction. One message, however, caught their attention. From Padmé Amidala. Anakin's breath caught in his throat. "That's not possible. She died." Randy raised an eyebrow. "You sure about that?" They tracked the signal to Naboo. Naboo Lake Retreat Anakin and Randy landed at dusk. Fireflies glowed over the water. The air was thick with memory. Randy stayed behind as Anakin stepped onto the porch of the villa where he and Padmé once shared dreams. And then she appeared, older, alive, hidden, with Leia, a toddler, clinging to her side. Anakin fell to his knees. "Luke," he whispered. "Where's Luke?" Padmé's eyes brimmed with tears. "With Obi-Wan. He said it was the only way." Anakin didn't tell her what happened on Mustafar. Not yet, but he would. Later that night, as Randy stood staring at the stars, Anakin approached, eyes hollow and filled with purpose. "They took my son," he said. Randy cracked his knuckles. "Then we take him back. Elsewhere. On Kamino." In the storm-soaked towers of Kamino, the cloning vats churned. A monstrous figure rose from the ooze, hulking, armored, infused with ancient Sith DNA, and a strand of Anakin Skywalker's severed hair from the Jedi archives. He roared. The cloners called him Darth Apex. The galaxy had a new enemy. And the Viper Empire was about to face its first war. And that is going to be it for What If Randy Orton saved Anakin Skywalker in Star Wars Revenge of the Sith, where he gives Obi-Wan Kenobi an RKO on the high ground. Now, what did you think of this insane meme what if video? Again, this is brand new to the channel, so if you guys have your requests, do make sure to comment down below what videos you would like to see us do next. But that being said, do make sure to subscribe, like, share, and turn those notifications on so you and your friends are all up to date with the latest content. But that being said, I will see you in the next episode. Take care and have a wonderful day. Peace out.